Brian, that's the point clinches a top four spot in the playoffs. How would you assess your satisfaction with a tie in this one?
Well, I have gone on record to say that a tie is like a loss. Said that quite a few times. This one feels a little different because, we went behind against a really well-coached, good team. The guy fought back. Lee Chu give you a little bit of, what he can bring, break guys down on the dribble. Christian's tenacity again. You guys asked me about, or somebody asked me about, Christian's layoff with the national team and is he sharp? He persevered over the course of a hard game and got to the ball first in front of, maybe his own player and two other defenders and the goalkeeper because of his desire to score, his desire to do something good. So to me right now, Jeremiah, it feels like a really well-earned point against a really tough team. And it sets us up for, two more hard games, one at home, one away. LAFC's finding their feet. Sporting KC's right behind us. So, this was a critical point for us, both in the standings, but up here probably more so than the singular point.
Nico Moreno.
Hey, Coach. I really had a simple question. I wanted to know what you saw on the goal and the way that the team set up. Was there something missing or anything that you saw in particular in that goal from Colorado?
Nope. Their guy beat Ymar to the ball, fair and square. Sometimes that happens. We'll obviously take a look at it, and sometimes guys make plays. That's it's a football term. Coach Carroll says that all the time, but their guy made a play. I think we did a pretty decent job. They had a lot of dangerous corner kicks. I think we did a good job on most of them. On that particular play, Baji came free and, beat Ymar, and that's a tough task. I mean, not many people beat Ymar. So, just got to give your opponent credit sometimes. Price delivers a pretty good ball too, with base in the right spot. So, didn't really see anything technically wrong with it.
Thank you, Coach.
Mickey Turner.
Thanks, Alex. Coach, it seems like Leo's getting a little bit more comfortable with each passing game that he plays, a little bit more aggressive. Have you seen that as he's kind of, integrated himself into the team?
Since day one, the kid has been good. I mean, he works hard in training. Tonight he came on and perhaps his more natural position. We were playing 4-4-2. We put him out wide left. That's where he's going to do most damage. So, I think you get a glimpse of what he can do when he's in his more natural position. So kudos to the kid for working hard. Kudos for the kid for, if you watch that play, he didn't just cross the ball for no reason. He actually put his head up, waited one more step, brought the ball here so he could deliver that pass to, into the right spot. So, it was a good play.
Masvidal.
Thanks. Hey, Brian, you talked about this was well-earned point. How satisfied are you in terms of the collective body? So many players having a part in this.
Well, we're going to need everybody in this stretch of games. We've, used practically everybody throughout the course of the year. 5 teenagers against Austin, call-ups from Defiance, all the veteran guys, Leo, new signings, old signings. I mean, we've used everybody. So, you know, this team has really overcome a lot of adversity, and you know, it's just a good team.
Just had a quick follow-up on Leo Chu. After the assist, it looked like 2-3 minutes later, he made a pretty critical defensive play in his position. Is that something that he's also improved on in terms of his defense since he arrived here?
Well, look, he's not the greatest defender, Maz, and I don't need him to be the best defender on the team, but he has to do some defending if he wants to play for this club. So we'll work with him, you know, just even sometimes good defending can be forcing your opponent into a certain area of the field. So he's certainly capable of doing that. I'd have to look for the play that you're talking about, but you know, I think it was when he chased a guy down and slid and it went out for a throw on. I think that's the play you're talking about. Those are the effort or the hustle plays that earns him more minutes.
Thanks.
Felipe Makeda, go ahead.
Thank you, Alex. Coach Brian, the game against Houston was a tough one, and you just said that this team was really hard, Colorado. I'd like to ask you if you think that the Seattle Sounders, improved from the last game to this game, and which areas did the team improve?
Well, I mean, I don't think we played well against Houston. I'm not so sure we played our best tonight either, but there's reasons for that. I mean, we're still missing players, key players. You know, against Houston, we had a different back line. You know, tonight we had a little bit more settled of a back line. There's reasons for Houston. There's reasons for the challenges tonight. There's going to be more challenges coming up because we'll have to make some rotation because of the schedule. So to me, again, Felipe, it's just testament to that group of players, those guys in there being able to adapt and to overcome and, you know, make good things happen. I mean, had we lost the game 1-0, I'm sure your question might be a little different.
Alonso Contreras.
Thank you, Alex. How are you, Coach? Coach, if you allow me, I want to go a little more deep in the goal. Coach, in the first goal, the team was marking in a zone. If it was kind of obviously the Colorado players were going to run, why the defense didn't change man-to-man, or this is something that you indicate all the time in corner kicks to do zone marking?
Alonso, if you've been watching our team, we have been marking zonally on corner kicks the entire year. So again, it just comes down to, you know, look, Yaimar's a great defender, a great defender, but Baji on that particular play out-jumped him, which is rare. So to answer your question, we've been marking zonally all year.
Maz, did you have a follow-up? I see your hand still raised.
No.
Okay, no worries. Nico, I saw your hand just go up. Go for it.
Yeah, Coach, I mean, you've talked in the past about how there's not much that you need to say in the locker room because of the leadership and the veterans. But considering how important this Sporting Kansas City game is, what was the messaging right now, or what will be the messaging coming into this game?
Well, get your physical recovery correct because it's short. We kick off early. And we'll probably follow the same type of game plan that we played against Kansas City a couple weeks back. It's a little easier when you play an opponent recently. I mean, Kansas City really hasn't changed in the last 2 weeks. So we'll just revisit what we did well against them in Kansas City. And we'll make a game plan. We'll see who's able to play, who can play both games, and where we need to make changes, but the tactics probably will be very similar.
Thank you, coach. Have a safe flight.
Thank you.
Alonso, did you have a follow-up there? I see your hand still up.
Yeah, I have one more question. Coach, usually, I mean, the qualifiers are coming soon, like in a couple of weeks. And usually you're gonna lose both Roldans, Nohur, Ruiz Diaz, Arriaga, and sometimes even Brad if he's healthy. How to prepare for those moments when you have 4 games left to the regular season, and when they go to play for the qualifiers, you go into playoff, and always, I mean not always, but usually they can come back injury or muscle fatigue.
Well, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. And there's a lot of teams in MLS that will lose players to qualifiers during that November window. And, you just take each player as an individual. Where did he play? What part of the world did they play? How long did they play? How many games? And you just make the best decisions for your team. And, we've been doing that, for many, many years. I think 2018, 2019, I think there was at one time we had 11 internationals with Jovan Jones and Jordi DeLam. And I think there was one time where there was 11 internationals missing.